Okay, hi guys. So in this lecture, we'll be talking about how to convert Sawhorse formula into Fisher projection, and we'll also be later looking into how to determine the R or S configuration from the Fisher formula itself. Okay, so the topic is how to convert. Um, Simply converting Sawhorse into Fisher projection. Okay, so let me draw a Fisher projection so that I can explain that this carbon atom or this bond would be below the plane, and this is the back carbon atom, and this is the front carbon atom. Okay, and these are uh, are above the plane, atoms which are above the plane. Okay, so if you have an example such that something like this, we have Br, H and CS3 here, then this uh, the Sawhorse formula for this is the first carbon atom, this is the second carbon atom supposedly. So on first carbon atom I have H on the left hand side, Br on the right hand side, and CS3 down the plane. Then come to second carbon atom, we have H on the left hand side, Br on the right hand side, and CS3 down the plane. So if I am looking from this side, so whatever atom is left on the Sawhorse formula, it is in the left also in the Fisher projection. Okay, and whatever atom is right in the Fisher formula is also right in the Sawhorse formula. Okay, so let us take in this example wherein you have been given a Sawhorse projection, Sawhorse formula, and you have to write the Fisher projection for the same. You have this compound, and you are looking from this side, so obviously this is the front, and this is the back carbon atom. Okay, so let me draw the front carbon atom. On front carbon atom, downside we have CO2H. This is the front carbon atom. We have H on the left hand side, so in the Fisher also we'll be having H on the left hand side, OH will be right hand side. So in the Fisher also we'll be having OH on the right hand side. On back carbon atom we have OH on left hand side, hence in this compound also, and on the downside we have CO2H. So this should be the Fisher projection for this Sawhorse formula. Okay, so by now I think you have gotten the trick or the concept which is needed to convert the Sawhorse into Fisher. Okay, so let us take one more example. We have CH3 here, H here, bromine here, and we have in the second carbon we have H here, we have bromine here, and we have CS3 in the downside. Okay, so this would be my front carbon, this would be my back carbon if I am looking from this side. Okay, so what would be the Fisher formula for the same? So for the Fisher formula you have to rotate this bond so that it becomes in a YY form. Presently it is a anti-YY form. Okay, so please remember that first, if this type of a Fisher project, if this type of a Sawhorse formula is given to you, first convert into a YY projection. This would be your first step. So convert any Sawhorse formula into YY. So this is not in YY, so you have to rotate across this point. So the YY would be, so now as you are rotating it 180 degree, so H, which was back side here in the downside, it would come towards you in the upside. Okay, so H would come to the right, and BR, which was coming towards you in downside, will go away from you in the upside. Okay, and CS3 will come down. Same if we are doing for this, this was the front carbon. If we are doing it for the back carbon also, then also things remain the same. This was the front carbon and this was the back carbon. So also in this case also, BR was actually in so in this case actually this is in the Y form only. We don't need to rotate it. We only needed to rotate the front carbon. The H is already in the the conformer is already in the YY form, which in wherein H is going away from you, BR is coming towards you, and CS3 is down the plane. Okay, so what would be the new Fisher formula for this Fisher projection? Fisher projection would be, this is the front carbon, this is the back carbon. So on the front carbon we have BR to the left, H to the right, CH to the bottom. In back carbon, CH3 bottom, H left, BR right. Okay, so just remember that only eclipse conformer will convert into Fisher projection. By eclipse conformer I mean one carbon or one atom behind the other on the two carbon atoms which we are considering. So let me write it down formally, that only eclipse conformer will convert into Fisher projection. Okay, and maximum carbon must be on the vertical line of Fisher projection, and carbon containing functional group must be on the top of vertical line. Okay, so the second point is maximum carbon must be on the vertical line of Fisher projection, and carbon containing functional group must be on top of the vertical line. So these are the two things you have to remember when you are drawing any of the Fisher projection. Must be on the vertical line. Okay, so next in the next tutorial we will be discussing some of the golden rules for Fisher projections, and we will be taking on some more examples of RNS configuration. Okay, so we'll meet in the next lecture.